Okay, it's here. This is the first copy. I have not seen it. This is, I waited for this so we could film a video. My eyes have not touched the very first copy, and I think the only existing copy of Like a River in its complete form.
You can't help but notice River over your shoulder.
It is. Wow. There it is.
Oh.
So cool. There's my note. It says, I cannot tell you, Granger, cannot tell you how excited Lauren and I were to see your book arrive in our office. It's beautiful, and the photo insert looks really amazing too. Thanks for entrusting us with your story, and may God do amazing things through it. It says the official warehouse ship date is July 5th. Book comes out August 1st. All right, it's amazing. Okay. Pretty soon everyone will have this, but I'm the first. I have an intruder right here in my own house. And it's a bad kind of intruder too. It's like, it's the kind you don't want. I'm not talking about like scorpions or spiders or snakes. I'm talking about something far worse than that. Armadillo. Look at this. I've been noticing over the last probably week, 2 weeks, I've been noticing it in the yard. In fact, I can show you. This is, I can see the tracks, first of all. I'm sure I can find that camera. You see the, you could see the tracks here, right here. Here and here. And I started noticing for the last few weeks, some digging going on. Just, it's like a small version of what a hog does. See here, all along in here, through here. Like, this is part of my irrigation that this guy dug up. And all through here, in my front yard. And through here. And it slowly started to get worse. It actually might be more than one as I look around at these tracks. But then woke up this morning and I got really frustrated because it's just doing this all through my flower bed. So much so that it even uprooted a plant. Look at that. Completely uprooted a plant. And I don't even know, there's a piece of flint in there for some reason. What they do is they get in here, while I'm talking, I'll try to put this back. It's really frustrating, this plant might be dead. But they get in here and they're looking for grubs and bugs under the dirt. And it's the same thing hogs do to a small degree. And they get in here, I gotta get some water on these. It's just like pulling out all my irrigation. So annoying. Look at this. This just dig. It's so annoying. Like under here, it goes under here. Look at that. Just pulling out all along the edge. Look at this stuff. Hey, this is my mountain laurel. Stop messing with my mountain laurel. And it's frustrating. Why? Why is it frustrating? Why is it worse than snake or scorpion? The reason I say that is because armadillos are hard to catch. They are very dumb and very blind, but they walk in a line. So the only way to really catch them is you got to set a trap out in their line, which I know the line. It's this. It's walking along the edge. So I'll get a trap out here, and Lincoln and I could set it up and try to put it in a line. But they're so dumb that they will just, the way to catch them, like here, you see the line here. The way to catch them is they're just walking down their dumb line and they walk into the trap. But that means the reason they're hard to catch is because you got to just get it lined up in the right spot. Otherwise, they're not going to dumbly walk in there. So you have to line up to their line. It's not like, you know, a raccoon that'll come to it, or possum that comes to the trap, or a rabbit, an armadillo just is walking like this and just gets stuck in there. I have a couple ideas because it's gonna live around here as well. Maybe here is the place that it lives. I do see Goose go in here. When I come out here to do my morning read and coffee drink, it's out here, and Goose comes out of this area because he spends the night outside. I don't know. I mean, look at my. I don't know if you can see with this camera, but there's like my water lines are just all out, all of them. It's uprooted all of them. It's frustrating. Little punk. I mean, look, you got all this land to do this in, and you're gonna do this all in my garden, my flower bed. And if I could find the hole, I'd be better off. I could put the trap right at the hole, but I don't know where the hole is. Stinking armadillo. This is when I need to bring the dogs back to the house. This would stop this. The dogs would stop this problem right away. Anyway, I have an intruder. All right, got the trap out. Got naked boy out. I was gonna say though, I was telling Amber, I was out here picking weeds by our fire pit, and I felt like I stuck my hand in ants, but I didn't have any ants, and so I was wiping it off. It's like, what bit me? Something stung me, and then I realized it's probably something I was touching. And so I started scanning with I've got this Picture This app, which I love, not sponsored by the way. So I started scanning the stuff that I threw in the fire pit. You know, it was like grass, some sort of grass, weed. And then I found this toothed spurge. That's the picture that I took of it. But that sucker is of the devil and could be fatal if you eat it. So don't eat it. It causes pain and blisters. And I've been in Texas my whole life, never heard of the toothed spurge, but it's a weed that grows evidently here. Meanwhile, let's set up this trap.
Sorry. That baby's gonna go off the step.
Hey, boy. So I'm gonna put this up. Help me. Maddie, help me with this.
Stick it right over there.
What?
Right over there. Right there by the rocks. Unless it's gonna catch Goose.
Actually, that's a good idea. It's probably a good idea.
We'll keep Goose inside. We'll keep Goose inside tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna put him on, because we just need to funnel him. There's no food really to trap him with. But look at this mess he's made. Alright, we'll do it right here. It's a good idea.
You think he's living back there?
He's either living under here or he has a hole out here that we don't. Man, my hand hurts.
Oh, babe.
The tooth spurge.
Is it like a stinging or?
Yeah, it just feels like ants are on me.
I actually used that Picture This app the other day because we were out by the cross, and I've lived in Texas my whole life, but I still sometimes question if it's poison ivy or not. So I used that Picture This app, and it told me right away we have some poison ivy right around the tree by the cross. Yeah. But I think you have to pay like a subscription for it, but
no, it's like $20 or something.
But it's worth it to have, especially if you go camping or live out in country or woods or anything. What are you doing, little man? We're gonna catch a Mavy.
We're gonna catch a cat, probably, and this is probably gonna stay like this for a couple days. But this is an absolute wreck. That little monster has created a wreck.
Sounds like this little monster. Creating a wreck.
Hey, I'm gonna throw you in some tooth spurge.
What? Time for bed. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Mama gone.
So if I told you right now to close your eyes and go to your happy place, where would that place be? I'm talking about the most peaceful place on earth that you can imagine. And maybe it's peaceful for you. Maybe it's a childhood home. Maybe it's a memory with your grandfather on the farm. Maybe it's on an old piece of property that you don't have anymore. Maybe it's a beach. Maybe it's Mexico. Maybe it's in the mountains. It's like when a sports coach would tell you, close your eyes and just go to that happy place, right? When you just have to finish those reps of whatever you're doing. Maybe it's a really tough workout and they say, go to your happy place. I used to do that all the time. And I used to imagine my ranch in Texas. until 2016 when I came to the mountains in Wyoming and I experienced this place for the first time. So ever since then, when I close my eyes and I think of a place that's peaceful and I just can see and marvel at God's creation on this earth, I think of the mountains, the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. I'll show you. I mean, is that not amazing? It's like 55 degrees here. There's flowers out. There's still snow-capped mountains, and you can camp here for free. You just drive up. It's a place called Shadow Mountain in Wyoming. I came here for the first time with my two best friends from Texas A&M in 2016 when we graduated, and we just stumbled across this place. And it was like the most beautiful place that I'd ever been. So Amy and I are here for a 1-year wedding anniversary, and I'm showing it to her for the first time. I'm sorry if I keep looking back behind me if I'm talking. I did just see 2 grizzlies, and one of them was bigger and one of them was smaller. So I'm pretty sure that's a mother and her cub, which I think are the most dangerous. So let me know if that's true or not in the comments. In 2016, we were here, we had a couple close bear encounters as well. And so that is the thing about this place. It's so pretty. So it's like my happy place where you can also be devoured at any moment. So it just kind of keeps you on your toes, you know, keeps the adrenaline flow. Got my bear mace. But bear mace is always sketchy because it has 4 seconds worth in it, which just doesn't seem like a lot. Anyway, I did film the 2 bears that were walking, but I filmed it vertical on my phone, so sorry if it's not good quality, but I'll put it right here so that you guys can see the 2 bears. And then they kind of start running, and then I stopped filming because I got nervous. So if I have anything else interesting happen, I'll film for you guys, but I just wanted to show you guys this place. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. They say you're just supposed to talk and make a lot of noise when you're walking so that you don't sneak up on them and surprise them, because that's how the attacks happen. So you just kind of sound like an insane person talking to yourself in the middle of nowhere. What does this remind you of? It reminds me of a Lord of the Rings movie or something.
What's that movie called where they say, with the old movie where they're going through the prairie and they're running from the Nazis? Oh, it's like a classic. Goodbye, that song.
I don't know. All right, it reminds you of that. Whatever that movie is.
Sound of Music.
This is the backside of the mountain. We were going on a walk. It was just raining all day. And I'm so glad that we didn't get stuck. They gave us a Jeep truck, which worked out. It had 4-wheel drive. The clouds just parted. We're off to look for grizzlies. Look at this spot. Look how awesome this is. Tell me that Sam and Frodo would not spend the night right here on the road to Mordor. Where else do you get camping like this? No one's even in this spot. It's like 4 o'clock on a Friday. This is so cool. Guys got the setup over there. See the storm coming in over there. Can't tell if those clouds are coming to us. That is wild to see that storm coming in. We need to go get some firewood. We're gonna make it through the night. You got it, you got it. You got it. Sour never. Let's see it, let's see it. You go next?
That way.
We are observing today.
We're the cheerleader.
Okay, it's day 2. I didn't really film at all yesterday. After I filmed what you guys saw, a storm came in, and I'll show you a little bit of what that storm looked like when it came in right here. So it started sleeting and raining, and temperature dropped like 20 degrees, and it was pretty rough last night, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'm doing. We got sleeping pads, we got sleeping bags rated to 20 degrees. Apparently that's for survival, not for comfort. So we went into town, got some new sleeping bags for tonight. But yeah, it was cold, wet, it was rough. Amy said she got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. We came to a new spot, we got some new gear. This is the Jeep that I've made fun of a lot in the past. I'm like, if you're gonna get a Jeep, get a Jeep. If you're gonna get a truck, just get a truck. I'm not a huge fan of both, but hey, this is what the rental car people gave us, and I'm super grateful for us. It got us to through some really sketchy mud. We came up from those hills to a new spot, and we're cooking dinner right now. Chicken, asparagus, some pasta on this rented propane car grill. There's our spot. There's the fire. And there's the Tetons. We'll see how it goes tonight. If we were hunting for our food tonight, that would have been super convenient. Here it goes.
What do you call that?
Fire. Glad it worked. It was really wet, and we couldn't even light a fire this morning. So I was a little over prepared this time, but it worked.